before we take a look at my team for Matchday 3, let's take a look at how my players performed in Matchday 2. There are still quite a few players left to play as I'm recording this, because the deadlines come around very quickly in this competition, but here's how my Matchday 2 is shaping up so far. At the back, my transfer to bring in Giaccherini worked out well. Italy kept a clean sheet once again, and he came very close to providing an assist. Rami also did well for me, keeping a clean sheet against Albania, as well as getting an assist. In midfield, Payet once again did the business, with a late goal to earn him 8 points, which left me wondering why on earth I decided to give the captain armband to Giroud ahead of him. And up top, Muller and Giroud were pretty poor, so not many points from the forwards once again. So now we move on to my squad selection for Matchday 3, and I'm looking to use my wildcard here, bearing in mind we will get unlimited transfers again after the group stage. So this is my current draft, and it may well change before the deadline, so be sure to follow me on Twitter, where I'll inform you of any changes I make. But for now, I've gone for De Gea and Patricio as my keepers. I wanted to keep Patricio as the keeper to bring on the last day, if my first goalkeeper fails. In defence, I'm planning to double up on Germany and Italy defenders, with Hector, Hervedez, Giaccherini and Bonucci, and Rami will take the final place. Midfield is the hardest part for me. There's only really Payet that looks like a must-have, so he's definitely keeping his place. I'm going to go for one of Ozil or Kroos. Both look to be sharing set pieces, but Ozil is obviously playing a little bit further forward. I think Grzycki is a decent punt, ahead of Poland's game against Northern Ireland. Andre Gomes has looked very creative for Portugal so far, so I'm going to go with him as my cheapest midfielder, which leaves me with 7.5 million to spend on the final one. So I may decide to stick with Perisic, although he comes up against Spain next, so I might decide to punt on somebody else. And finally, up front, I'm going to go with Jamie Vardy, providing that he looks likely to keep his place. Griezmann, if he's in the starting lineup, and we'll get the France lineup confirmed before the deadline anyway. And then Gareth Bale will take the final place. I've been impressed with Bale so far. You could argue that the keeper should have done better with both of his goals so far, but he has had a good amount of shots on target, and he's definitely the main threat that Wales have. For my first captain, I think it'll probably have to be on Payet. He's been the standout player in the competition so far for me, but as always, I'll post my final team on Twitter ahead of the deadline, and I'll also keep on posting my confirmed teams for each game day, with my captain changes and subs. So be sure to follow me on Twitter if you don't already, and I'll see you for another Euro 2016 video very soon.